I never thought of myself as someone who had trauma. I mean, even though I felt like I had been in the best place that I had been in like a decade, the feelings that I can now identify after going through this process, it was this underlying angst. I needed to get answers for why I was feeling the way I was feeling. I would say things that I didn't like and then deeply hold it against myself. People would see me as this calm presence, and sometimes I was, but there was just so much inner turmoil that bubbled up, and I couldn't do anything about it. I kind of felt helpless, and I would snap at my girls and not understand why. I constantly had ruminating thoughts occupying my brain. Connecting with my body helps to stop the chatter in my brain. That's been like so unburdening. I have this thing where I turn crazy red. Not only was I able to stop it, like it happened, and then I was able to calm it, to get a hold of it. And then the next time the trigger was there, I was able to prevent it altogether, which was remarkable. I've never been able to do that in my whole life, which is amazing. I literally was voted most likely to be a lobster in nursing school. I have chronic fatigue, and instead of expending energy on my ruminating thoughts and feelings, I've learned tools to keep myself more energized. Mood swings that used to last for months or years. I have autoimmune issues. I can now get through in days to hours. I have had large amounts of time where I've literally felt like my best self, saying and doing and reacting in all the ways that I love with everyone, even some strained relationships. And not in a prideful way, but in a way where my insides finally match my outsides. And it's an indescribable ease and comfort, and I'm just forever grateful. When I was with my family this past vacation that I had, it was just like, I just felt like, wow, I love this. I just love how regulated and how present, and even when I was triggered, I would react, but I had the tools that I needed, and I was reacting in a healthy way. I made shifts so much faster. I feel like I made at least one major or minor shift every month, at least. And I just feel like I got through so much stuff that I would never uncover because everyone was doing this together. I even just recently made a shift because of another sister in the sisterhood. Because she's seen me through this process this whole year, she was able to be like, hey, you seem like you're typically hard on yourself. And she was able to point out something that was just like, oh my God, just to have someone who you trust because they're in this with you and they're vulnerable with you, and they can give you that feedback in real time. They care because they understand that you're dealing with the same thing and they want you to succeed. At first I thought that it was kind of cultish before I started, because not having to do with anything else other than the name sisterhood, and that was my own stuff. But I also didn't trust online sites, and monetarily, I didn't want to spend a fortune. But I feel like I made one of the best investments that I could have ever made, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. This has seriously been life-changing for me. My everyday, I have tools that are literally at my fingertips to live a more healthy, more present life. And Orit, you have a special gift that honestly, I think if everyone learned how to do, it would bring peace to the world. You do have to take the time to teach your body to dig deep and feel into what you're doing. And then it becomes second nature and you have tools for life. So to say working with Orit is worth it would be a huge understatement.